Hey, welcome back, it's Haplin, and in this module we're going to learn about the power of SMS in HighLevel. SMS can be an insanely powerful sales channel, but so many businesses just have not figured it out yet. But luckily HighLevel makes it really easy, and I'm going to show you. So the first thing we do is head to Settings, and then we will find the tab for phone numbers. Where's that? There you are. Once inside, the first thing that we're going to do is just add a number. So we click Add Number, Add Phone Number. Now we can grab any US phone number that we want, and we can even specify the area code. In order to achieve this, I'll just click Filter, and then I can do the area code right here and match to the first part of the number and apply. And now it's only going to show me phone numbers inside that area code. A phone number does cost $1.15 to maintain, so make sure that you're ready to pay that when you're ready to start using a phone number. All you have to do is just click on this and scroll down and hit Proceed to Buy. And once we have a phone number, it's actually possible for us to start calling, doing outbound and inbound calls right away. But if we want to use SMS, we have to register that phone number. In the past couple years in the marketing industry, there has developed a new regulatory framework for SMS specifically in the US. And this is very good because it helps keep spam down and helps make sure only good legitimate businesses are using SMS. But a lot of businesses struggle with this. This is the part where HighLevel is extra helpful because it's brought the whole process into the app and made it really simple. All you have to do is click on Trust Center. And then our goal is to do A2P messaging. This is application to person messaging, basically software messaging. And HighLevel is going to hold our hand through the entire process. All we have to do is click Start Registering Now, and then just answer questions as they come up. We will need some information about the business. For example, we'll need their tax ID. So this is the most complicated part, the business details. It's just important that we get the legal aspects right because this is going into a registry. So just make sure the information is accurate for the business that you're representing. After that, it just asks you some questions about what are the intents of your messages, what are you going to be using SMS for, stuff like that. We also have a full guide on how to navigate A2P as well as how to stay compliant with your SMS messaging more generally. This is important to get right. If you mess up, you could get your account restricted or suspended. You may not be able to send SMS for a particular amount of time, which can really hurt a business that relies on it. And this is where a lot of business owners just kind of get stopped in their tracks. They get paralyzed. They say to themselves they're not going to use SMS. They just don't know how to navigate the whole environment. But that's where HighLevel comes in and really helps us just make sure that we have all the guardrails in place. When we go through this process inside of HighLevel, we know that we're doing it right. And it turns out that it's actually surprisingly easy to stay compliant if you just know what you're doing. So in conclusion, SMS for business is tricky and can be difficult, but SMS for business inside of HighLevel, very easy and straightforward. And we have all the support resources you need. Another great use of your kickoff call is going through the A2P process for any given business. We're happy to help you with that live. But anyways, before we finish this module, I just want to build off the previous one in which we learned a bit about workflows, because now that we have a phone number and it's SMS enabled, we can go back to our automation. We can either build a new workflow or go to one that we already have. And now we've unlocked the power of SMS in workflows as well. So I can add an action onto the end of a workflow or at any point in a workflow that's simply just send SMS. And assuming that my form is generating leads compliantly, again, something HighLevel helps with, making sure that every lead is opted in correctly, compliantly, the list is managed, that we only send messages to people who have agreed to receive them and are excited to receive them. All of that is all buttoned up so we can add SMS actions into our workflows, which allows us to follow up with every single lead we generate, not just with email, but with SMS as well, which is a game changer because it allows us not just to converse with our leads over SMS, but to put conversational lead generation language into the front end of our marketing. So our advertising or our forms or whatever, we can talk about setting up the conversation, get people more excited to get closer to us in conversation via SMS, get more conversions into appointments or phone calls or whatever the next step down the sales process is. Now that you know how to use SMS in HighLevel, you can go ahead and move on.